Hey ladies, thank you so much for checking out this timeless pick a card reading on themes that are coming up for you in serving your life's purpose or working your soul's mission. Keep in mind that you don't have to have a hammered out job description or career with a label on it in order to be serving your mission. You can serve your mission whether you are someone who is homeschooling your children, or perhaps you are running a Fortune 500. You might be someone who is a light worker online doing card readings like myself. You might be a massage therapist. There are no parameters. There is no hard and fast rule of what consists of a mission and what doesn't. Your mission, your purpose is merely something that helps elevate you as a soul, so you grow as a soul, as well as contributing something to those around you, whether it be your intimate family or perhaps on a, we'll say, quote unquote, bigger scale. I think even doing it just within your family unit is a pretty big deal, quite honestly. All right, so drop into your heart space, connect with pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And just remember that this is a timeless reading, so whenever you stumble upon it, whether it be right after it's released or months down the road, it's going to be fine. Okay, just receive whatever comes up, receive whatever comes through. So I'm going to push pile 3 up here, pile 2 up here, and we're going to get going with pile 1's energies. So for today's reading, I am using the Goddess, I think it's Goddess Power Oracle from Colette Baron Reid. I've linked to them in the description. So we have Kali, Liberation. I use the Work Your Light from Rebecca Campbell, which is, this card for this pile is the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And then her newest, Rebecca's newest deck, Starseed Oracle, Weight of the World. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Okay, so if you picked this pile, this is a big time for you. You are kind of working in the polarity of or the extremes of life. So we have Kali, who is one of the dark goddesses, and she's all about liberation. Okay, so there are some patterns, some relationships, perhaps some belief systems that are being called to an end. You are severing certain cords, if you will. So that's one of the themes that's coming up in your mission this week. Think about which patterns of behavior are perhaps limiting you from really rising into your fullest power. And just know every time you let something go, your vibration is going to elevate, it's going to rise. A lot of these things that you are letting go of, for you guys, it's relationships, I'm hearing. These are souls that you've contracted with to get some of that inner work going. So just know that there is a higher purpose for some of the discomfort that you're experiencing. And remember that the work that you're being called to do right now, you've done it before. You've shown up in past lives, really working your light in this capacity. Most of you that picked this pile are going to resonate with the term healer. So you're here in some capacity to heal, whether it be through perhaps you're an educator in a public school system and you're really working with your students who, on their confidence, you're healing their self-esteem, or perhaps you are a Reiki, an energy healer, okay? But you've done this work for lifetimes, okay? Breathe into that. You have everything it takes to do what you're here to do. Okay, so it's almost as though you're being told the training is already done, you've already accomplished. One of the things that you're going to do, and it's so similar to this Kali energy, weight of the world, let it go, it's not yours to carry. Okay, so some of these relationships that you're letting go of, it might not necessarily be the actual relationship you're letting go of, but this idea that you are responsible for the individuals that are really posing some energetic challenge in your life right now. Guidance for you this week, you're going to get a lot of clarity if you get in the tub and just soak. If you're close to the ocean, go to the ocean and just allow yourself to float. Feel that weightlessness. Feel what it's like when you just let it go, when you give it over to the divine. And boundaries are going to be really important. This week, you might need to exert some boundaries with those you serve. So that might be creating working hours, or let's see, what else could you be doing? saying to your boss, that's actually not something that I am comfortable doing. It's not in my job description. Obviously use your own discretion, use your own discernment with that one. But yeah, so you're just going to have to assert yourself a little bit more this week. Okay. All right, pile one, that's what I have for you. This is a shorter pick a card this week because I do have the new moon pick a card party coming up this evening, actually. Whoops, sorry. Tripod shake. All right, pile two. So what do we have for you? We have Parvati. I just love the depiction of her in this. I love all the artwork in this deck. Parvati, devotion, Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So you guys are messengers. I'm already hearing that. And then we have the cosmic heart. Oh, wow. Devotion again, potency, make your life a moving prayer. What I'm picking up for you guys, you've been working really hard, especially I'm releasing this right around when we've been going through social distancing for many weeks. Some of you are going on 2+ months of it. And you're being called back to your inner, your foundation. So the things that you're here teaching others, you're being asked to devote a little bit more of your time and your energy to for yourself. So self-care is going to be a major theme for you this week, especially when we look at this devotion. What practices are you sharing with others that you really need to do a little bit more committing to yourself? This tends to be a theme in the Wild-Hearted Collective, I won't lie. We really want to start staying on top of the fact that everything that we're here to teach, every tool that we're offering to our clients, to the souls we've contracted with, we have to really make sure that we ourselves are anchoring into them. And as we do that, the potency of our message, the potency of what we're offering is going to amplify, is going to really magnify so that people just get so much more from working with us. It also magnetizes all of these people that you're here to support and serve. It brings them right to your doorstep. Okay, so just think a little bit more about how it is you want to really kind of devote a little bit more of yourself to your personal practices, and particularly your spiritual practices. For some of you, self-care has slipped by way of diet. You might be spending a lot of time at the computer, and so you're grabbing the quickest thing to eat. So you're going to kind of do a little check-in with that, clean up your diet a little bit. For others, it might be that you're, constantly talking about the benefits of yoga, but not really finding your way or making your way to your mat yourself, okay? So just kind of take a look at that. Make sure that you are practicing what you preach. And as always, so Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So you are receiving a significant amount of downloads this week to support you in your mission. We all are. Lots of light activations. And remember that you're not just receiving for you, you're receiving for the collective, which is another reason this devotional part is so vital for you right now. Because as you devote to your spiritual practices, you keep yourself grounded, you keep yourself moving forward so that when it's time for you to shine the light over to others, you're going to be so ready to do it, okay? So just something for you guys to pay attention to. All right, fabulous reading. If you're like, yeah, I do tell people to meditate all the time, or I do tell people to make sure that they're exercising, but I haven't done that in a couple of weeks, don't be so hard on yourself. Just recognize it and change it. Do something about it. All right. All right, pile two. That's what I have for you. Beautiful readings. I really love this theme. I would love to hear what you're thinking about it. If you want to see more of the timeless readings that are like this to help keep you pushing forward on your mission. All right, pile three, here we go. Sophia, the divine wisdom, the mother god. I've been working with her a ton lately. We have priestess. Okay, wow. Spiritual leaders in this group. Karmic relationships. Okay. So some things you want to be a little mindful of this week. Let's go ahead and start with this center energy. How are you being called to step up and lead? I just love this card. Sit with your journal this week and answer this question. How are you being called to step it up and lead? I feel like you guys are, you've been in your mission for some time, right? You've been serving. Maybe it's feeling a little stale. It's time for an upgrade. You evolved, and it's time to evolve your services. For some of you, you've been really focusing on your own spiritual growth, and this might be a time for you to really come out of your shell and share all of the skills, all of the wisdom. Speaking of wisdom, Divine Sophia, or Divine Wisdom with Sophia, you're being called to start sharing that, okay? So I think there's going to be two energies that pick this pile from what I'm being shown. It's those of you who have been in mission for quite some time, and then those of you who are really at that point where you're being pushed out of your comfort zone. And if you want a little extra support with that, hop over into my free Facebook group, Wild Hearted Feminine. It's such a supportive tribe of women. I think we're at over 500 right now. And there's whatever you're going through, somebody's going to be able to help you through it, because we've been through it all collectively. All right. So Sophia wants to work with you this week, Divine Wisdom. I feel like you're going to get a lot of whispers from your guides of how it is you're meant to lead. So once you do this journaling, once you answer for yourself, the universe is going to kind of conspire to help you see it through. Incredible. They are telling me, and they didn't on the other cards, the number 47 is going to be really important to you. One of the things that they just dropped into my awareness is that whatever book it is you're reading, pop it open to page 47, drop your finger on it, and just notice what wisdom comes off or what pops off the page, okay? Great book to check out for those of you, especially those of you who have been doing this for quite some time. The Sophia Code, fantastic read. And usually when I see Sophia in this deck, that is what is kind of triggered in my awareness. Some things that are going to be holding you back. Karmic relationships. These are not just limited to interpersonal relationships. This could also be a relationship with a collective, okay? So take a look at the groups that you're kind of, your social support, the groups you're running in. Maybe it is your Facebook groups need to be a little, do a little bit of a cleanup. The ones that no longer align with you or no longer resonate, take a step out of. But you're really at a point where things are changing. Things are going to change quite rapidly. Some of these relationships are going to fall away on their own, but some of them you need to make the choice to back out of. You have some individuals in your life, and again, I'm hearing collective, that aren't necessarily in total support of you and your mission. They just don't get you. Go towards the people that do get you, or the people who are like, we don't get it, but we love you and we're going to support you in any way possible. Okay. Might catch a little conflict in life this week. Just be mindful of it. Try to distance yourself, receive it for what it is. Don't get energetically, they're saying, don't get energetically bound up in it. Okay. So just cut cords, do some spiritual protection this week. I also heard, be careful who you're sharing your dreams with, because not everybody is going to be in full support, mostly because they just used the word, this came up in a reading recently, they used the word jealousy. Okay, so some light workers are not going to necessarily want to rally behind you, because there is going to be some jealousy while they sort out their shadow. It's not about you, it's about them. All right. So I do hope that you enjoyed this pick a card reading. Definitely let me know in the comments how it resonated, and I will see you guys later. Bye, y'all.